And hello, what's going on? RaJuR, real deep cool, coming at you tonight. I'm coming at you with oh man, I'm coming at you with something. I don't even know what to call it. I don't know. In fact, hold on just a second. Let me see if I can huddle over here with my people.
Trying to get at you for a minute. Crazy. Alright, I don't want no more texts. Don't text me. Just call me.
No.
I can't wait to get over here.
We talk about
Yeah. I'll be over there.
I don't know.
Oh,
serious.
Some of that honey bath, butter,
Yeah, I don't know.
bath wash.
What?
Holla at your boy.
Well, I don't see no problem with that. I don't see a problem with that. You see a problem with that. I think it'll be okay. I think it'll be just fine. You know, I keep it real. That's what I do. So why would you think I wouldn't keep it real? I have to. I can't do my videos any other way except that. Well, I don't know. You know, look, I don't know what to tell you about that. No, I can't tell you anything about that at all. Yeah. All right. This is what we do. We'll talk. Right. Okay. Right. Okay. That's fair. That is fair. Well, it's gonna be long though. You know it's gonna be long because you know there's a lot to talk about when it comes to that. Exactly. Okay. Well, yeah, you know. Well, I've done long videos before, so. All right, let's go. Let's go with it. Okay, come on. All right, let's go. I was a little cold. No. I was sitting and you know, actually I want y'all to hear a little bit of the CD. This is the Real Deep Cool CD. This is from last year. Well, actually not from last year. Last year was the other CD. This is from 2013. Alright? But let's turn this down. Cause I wanna do this with you. Whatever it is. As some of you know, I've talked about a little change that's taking place in my life, and look, man, like I say about it, you live and you learn, you learn and you live. Life moves on, and you keep it pushing. All right. So with that being said, I said, well, let me talk about relationships tonight on a real level, and I want to talk about relationships coming from a guy who knows about relationships. Now, I've been in 2 major relationships, and I've been in 2 semi-major relationships, and then I've had some scattered in between here and there and there and there. You know, because I'm an old dude, so I've been through a lot of situations. So I'm going to talk about some of these relationships, and that's without, of course, saying names, without telling you when they happened, not telling you anything. I'm just going to talk about how I feel about relationships with women. Of course with women. But before I do that, my man hit me up the other day. He was like, man, can you talk about straight to heaven? I'm like, man, I could talk about straight to heaven, but I think I've already talked about it. He's like, well, I ain't see anything on YouTube about. So I said, well, I think it is, but if not, next time I do a video of any kind, I'll pull it out for you. So here we have Straight to Heaven by Killian. The nose behind the fragrance is Sidonia Lancesor. I think that's correct. The fragrance features musk, jasmine, patchouli, Virginia cedar, amber, nutmeg, vanilla rum, and dried fruits. The only drawback with this fragrance is you only can wear it in the summertime, as far as I'm concerned, because it doesn't last long in the winter. I think it needs heat to keep it pushing. When you first put this on, you smell that rum. And it's a beautiful rum. If this was made a little bit stronger, just a little bit stronger to last, say, a good 6 hours, this would be almost a perfect boozy fragrance. Now I have a few other boozy fragrances. Idol by Lubin is one that I can think of right offhand because I wore it recently. Very boozy, you know what I mean? And you can smell the rum. And there's a few others. This right here is beautiful, but it leaves no oil residue on the hand. So I mean, there's not a lot of perfume in this. It's like perfume aroma. You know, if you spray perfume aroma, and about 20 minutes later you'll still see shining on your hand. So that's about it. This doesn't last too long, but it's a beautiful fragrance. It's very nice. I mean, I have nothing bad to say about it because it has some of the best notes that I like is already contained in it. Patchouli, Virginia cedar, amber, vanilla, rum, and the way they put the dry fruits in there to sweeten it up, it's like sweet booze. I'm telling you, it's very, very good fragrance for a date or for a date with your wife. Put it on, I'm telling you. Spray it up though. You might have to overspray if you're going to be up a little while after your date. Alright? So yes, grab that. You grab the full presentation, which comes with the coffin and the bottle, with the key to lock it down. Holler at your boy. I'm going to put that in there. Boom, bam, bam. Lock it with the key. Twist it up so nobody be getting in your juice. I said twist it up so nobody getting your juice, alright? Or you can unlock it so people can get in your juice, including yourself. Pat out, alright? The key fell? The keys are, man. Oh. Alright, anyway, so that's what we have with By Killian. Straight to Heaven. For my man, yes, I'm telling you, you can't beat it, but if you're going to be out for a while, you're going to have to overspray. You can buy it with the full presentation for $235, or you can buy the refill bottle. Refill bottle is somewhere around, I'm not sure, it probably went up $135 to $140 or $135 $145. Or you can buy and that would be the refill bottle with a funnel. And I think it comes with a little 7.5 atomizer. Or you can buy the travel spray, which comes with a nice coffret and 3 7.5 travel atomizers, I think. Alright, so that's how you can get in. And that's about $1.55, I think, or $1.65. And well, I don't feel like getting the little coffret, but you know what it is, you look it up. Alright, now, relationships. The way I want to do this is I'm gonna start with a relationship, like I said, whether it's recent or whether it's in the past. All of these relationships are done. Only thing these relationships have in common, except for one that was kind of brief but it was cool, is that they're all on every one of my CDs. In one form or another, each one of my relationships, that person is on one of my CDs. It may even be 2 on one CD. Alright? So, that's one thing that's in common. That's number 1. I found that being in a relationship with someone and I'm just a musician, just a working musician. I go to work every day. I've been working at my job going on 28 years now. I've been a musician since I was a little child, since I was 13. Those are the things I've been doing. Those are long-term things. I'm a very loyal guy. I'm very loyal. I've been with T-Mobile since they were OmniPoint and VoiceStream. I have a 215 number. I've never had a 267 number here in Philly. 215. 94? 95? I don't know. About 14 years I've been with T-Mobile. That's loyalty for your behind. My bank. I've been with them since I started where I work at. I think maybe a year later. Let's go at 27 years. with the same bank. I've been using the same computer company for my studio. And I'll just say Apple IIci for some people who are in the Mac, when we used to call them Macintoshes. What do you call them, Apple? It's called Macintoshes. I mean, eons before iPad, this, that. Apple IIci was a brick computer like that. Then went up to a 7100, 7200, 8100, 9600 Quadra. That's how long I've been doing Macintoshes, at least for 20 years. And I still use that in my studio. I have my MacBook Pro right here. That's loyalty to a brand. But when it comes to my relationships, it's a different story. One relationship I've been in 9 years. Another relationship 11 years. And these are significant relationships. Another relationship 4 years. Another relationship 3 years. I'm not going to say insignificant relationships, but I've been in those relationships because they're on my CD. One I've been a friend with for 18 years. We've never been in a relationship per se. And then another one I was in a relationship with 1 year. Okay? So I've been in a lot of relationships because I'm an old dude. You know what I mean? My relationships have entailed children for the most part in all but one relationship. One of the relationships I was in, that person had 1 child. Another relationship I was in, that person had 2 children. Another relationship I was in, that person had 3, but they were much older. Another relationship that I was in, a person had 2, and they were much older. And then another relationship I was in was none. Okay. 2 of the relationships became marriages, and I sort of raised the children, but only as a guardian, not as a father. I think I mentioned this before in a couple of videos. The complication with that, some guys know, some guys don't. And the complications are that you're not that child's father. And the father may be in their life. The father may not want to be in their life. The father may be deceased. Or the father may be in jail. That's what we have. So that's what we have. So when you meet a woman for the first time and she tells you that she got a boyfriend or whatever, you're like, alright, that's cool, you know what I mean? I'm like, why you hollering at me? Oh, because he a bum. Alright. I don't know if I want to really, I don't have any children, I don't know if I really want to be involved. Let me go straight over here. What's this? I don't know if I want to really be involved in the sense that I want to be involved with somebody else's children, because this ain't no Brady Bunch situation. I don't have any children. But I did. And again, as a guardian and a guardian only. Because I learned the hard way that when a child says, you ain't my dad, I mean, I don't like that. So, that was the very first time I got involved with somebody on the serious level that had a child. So, don't worry about it. I'm not trying to be your dad. You know what I mean? So, it's what it is. But I was a guardian. I made sure that did homework or whatever, you know, picked them up, made sure they ate when the mother wasn't around, so on and so forth. I did that. Another situation, it was 2 children, and I ended up again being a guardian, also providing health care, and also making sure the kids got school, making sure the kids got fed, making sure the kids got blah, blah, blah. While the other individuals, he's out maybe shopping, hanging out with the girls or whatever, I became a babysitter. Then we have a relationship that we have 3 children. This relationship wasn't a long relationship, but it was a long time. I knew this person for a while. But they were older, and none of the children lived with her. One was in service, one had her own little crib, another one had her own little house. So they didn't live with her, so bam, she had the freedom of not having children, saw them once in a while, you know what I mean? But they went on to live their own lives. They left. Then there was a relationship that I was involved with, that the children were still living with the mother. And yes, they were old enough not to be living in the house with the mother, but they were. So, I've been through a myriad of relationships, and I am in no relationships right now. It tells me one thing and one thing for certain. I should have stayed out of my lane. Now, some of the relationships had nothing to do with the children. It could have been psychological differences. Could have been anything, you know what I mean? Just total disagreements. Total just decimation of the situation. I mean, what you gonna do? They didn't get along anymore. Maybe some cheating was involved. Maybe some, distrust came about. Anything could have happened. I mean, I'm not going to tell you what they were and who they were and when they were. I'm just saying these things could have been in part the cause of situations being where they stand now, which is nada. Okay? So I've decided that to look at myself. And some people say that, look, if you've been in all these relationships and now you're not in any of them, then you're the common denominator, and I agree with that, so it's you. And I said, well, yes, it is me because I'm choosing the wrong women. Now, again, I have nothing against children, younger children. Older children is a different story. Okay? Remember in the beginning I told you most of these women who had children, maybe the father was in their life, maybe the father wasn't, maybe the father was in jail, or maybe the father just was a deadbeat, he was a bum. Or maybe the father was still involved, he came and picked him up and and then he brought him back. And that's when you get the "you ain't my dad." Cause he probably poisoning the child while he with him. And when you go back over there, cause he mad cause now he ain't with her no more. And a lot of dudes don't want dudes raising their children. Yo, man, I'm with the guy around. I don't know him. I don't want around my child. You know what I mean? So you don't know how you supposed to take this. Am I supposed to look out for this dude, or should I be this dude's friend or love? No, cause look, I'm working for a living. I ain't trying to be your kid's father. I ain't trying to do nothing but handle her business. I got this into a package deal. That's what I got. Why don't I have children? Part and parcel because I chose not to. I chose women who couldn't have children anymore. They were done. They had their procedure. I just wasn't a guy who wanted children. Does that make me selfish? Yes, it does. Yes, it does. There's very few women I know that don't have any children. Very few, and I was involved with one. And that was really the best relationship I was probably in as far as that was concerned, not having any children. And I wish I had worked a little bit more on that relationship, but I didn't. Because really, I can say what I did got in the way. My musicianship now. I don't know if this person ever going to see this video or somebody who knows is going to see this video, but, hey, I got to do what I have to do. There was many a time that I met a woman, I'd have stopped doing my music altogether. Because I wanted to make sure that I paid all my attention that I could to that woman during the starting phases of the relationship. And then once we got comfortable and she knew this is what I did. I do music, I do this, I do that. Then but I'm not gonna all of a sudden start doing that. Now, say for instance, you never did that. And all of a sudden you learn how to play a guitar, you learn how to play a bass. Now this is like 4 years later, now you really into it. Now she's like, oh yeah, why you always playing bass guitar? Now you in the band all of a sudden. What are you supposed to do? You supposed to stop having any ambition because you with this person? Because I can guarantee you that person's still going to do what they do. And you putting up with it because you just want to be with a woman that you think is cool with you. You think she's settled whatever the dealio is. But she blah, 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 blah. But I guess, look, I'm not a video game guy. I stopped playing video games in 1994. Alright? It's 20 years ago. I have no interest. So I'm not going to be picking up PlayStations and she got to worry about me playing PlayStation all day. No. My spare time includes me attempting to make more money for myself. The reason I say for myself is because I have to look out for me first. I can't make money for the person I'm with. She had to make her own money if she has any endeavors. Or if she, if she like doing something particular. You like sewing, you like being creative. You like doing something creative that maybe, or you just maybe don't want to do nothing. Whatever the situation is, that's fine. But I can't be locked down with a woman who doesn't have any ambition to do anything else except try to hold me down, so I'm not doing anything. So one of my relationships I had a sister say to me, well, why you gotta be doing this and doing that? Why you gotta be doing this thing on Facebook? Why you doing this YouTube thing? Fragrances, styles, watches, music, working. What do you want from me? Do you want me not to do anything? Women, do you want me to not do anything? Because why would you look for a man who ain't doing nothing? Because you want to control that man. That's why you want a man who ain't doing nothing. I tell you, at my job, I see it every day. I see a dude drop off girl. He get in the car and they do the baby boy thing. Don't forget to pick me up on time, Jody. He go home, he ain't looking for no job. He say he looking for a job. He go home, he'll be with his boy smoking blunts, whatever. And he'll be there on time, most of the time. And there'll be that one time he don't show up because he knocking off another woman somewhere, whatever he doing. Is that what you want? Because you can control that. So you're not going to control me. No woman's going to control me. I don't want to control you. I just want you to be able to do what you got to do and have your situation established so you can be doing something positive as well. Or maybe we can partner up and do something together. I'm doing fragrances. You like fragrances. Why don't you come in with me and won't we do fragrances together? Or would you rather sit back and be resentful of what I do? I play music. I got a couple CDs out. You know what I mean? I can't do everything myself. I'm trying to put up pages. I'm trying to get people to know what I'm writing. See, I'm working my tie. I'm trying to get people to know who I am, blah, blah, blah. Why don't you get a computer and help me do that? Or do you want me just to sit here and do nothing and do what you do? Do you want me just to sit here? What do you want? You like clothes? What woman doesn't like clothes? Let's go shopping together. We can do that. And then when you get back, buy something. Oh, well, I don't want to be on YouTube like that. I don't want to do. Okay, that's fine. Tell me about it. Let me use the knowledge that you have about women things so I can speak not only to men, but I can speak to men about women. And I can also speak to women since I have women who subscribe to my channel as well. You want to get involved with that with me? I want to do that. Now, I may have been in a relationship that I was doing music and the person said, oh my gosh, help me do everything. Help set up my show. Help sell my CD. Help write up resumes for me. Help write up plans, everything. But then that was something else that made that not work. That was kind of like a power struggle. Because there would be one time I said that person had a little bit more on board than I did. With that person, I wasn't into styles. I was just into music. And then I was just, chill. I wasn't into exercise. I wasn't into keep my body shape. I wasn't eating right. I was trying to eat right. I still don't eat no pork and no beef. I was trying to eat right, but I was eating a little bit too much. So I gained a lot of weight in that situation. And that person wanted me to be more active, to keep it pushing and walk. You know what I mean? Blah, 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 let's do this, get on the bikes and blah, blah, blah. But I was like, nah, I don't feel like doing that. But anything else when it came to entertainment? Oh, cool, entertainment. Oh, you want me to do some video? You want me to bring my big screen over? You want me to do this? When it came to entertaining, what you want me to do? You want me to blah, blah, blah? You want me to, I handle entertainment, you handle the cooking? Work like a charm. But when it came to the mental, we were just on 2 different levels. And I will just say that, man, how could I categorize 2 different levels? I can say that I was expected more than I was really ready for, which is now just totally changed the game. Which is now to just automatically say I've learned from every relationship I've been in, from the very first serious one up until today, I've taken something from every relationship that I've been involved in. Every one. Every single one. If I haven't learned how to cook, if I haven't learned how to fold clothes better, if I haven't learned how to make sure my atmosphere is clean, if I haven't make sure my bed is made up every day before I leave, make sure my house is not in a ruckus when I leave, when I come back my house is in order when I come back from work or wherever I go, clean up before I leave, clean up before I go, wash dishes, whatever it is that a single man would just take advantage of. I mean, not take advantage of, but a single man would just discard. Because I had a boy back in the day. I used to go over his crib, man. He had dishes in the sink, man. Freaking roaches all over the place. It was just pathetic. I'm like, dog, how you live like this? It stank. Feet smelling all over the place. All you do is sit around, play video games, drink beers, and just snorts. What is up with that? But see, that was back then. That was about 20 years ago when I stopped playing my last video game, which was Madden 94, and I was Randall Cunningham on the Eagles. All I did was just ran Randall Cunningham all the time. To stay on that tip right there, on the vibe, the clean tip, as you guys know, I'm an anal dude. Everything, and I mean, I've been anal for a while though. Mostly when my second serious relationship ended, and I became single for the first time in almost 20 years. That I wasn't gonna be a bum, because I saw my boy being a bum. I wasn't gonna be no bum. Women back then knew that when you came in my crib, they was like, women used to say, as soon as they walked in my spot, they knew they was getting ready to give it up. They knew it was up because I was just so on point with that. You know, there was no point to call me metrosexual. Now, back then, I didn't know what metrosexual means. I didn't know what it meant. I mean, it kind of felt that, you know, somebody who's meticulous, stay on the top of their thing, crib, clean, whatever. But I think a little bit more like dudes go get their nails done, their eyebrows cut and stuff like that. I ain't doing all that, though. I do my own nails, man. I'm still like a dude. You know, my hands are soft just because I'm a musician. I'm working with jackhammers, you know what I mean? I'm a musician, so my hands gonna be soft more than anything else. So, dude walked in here the other day because I was having some stuff done in my new location here, and he was like, "Damn, it smells good in here, man." And for me, that was shocking. I'm like, okay. I said, why you say that? He was like, man, because, you know, I've been in, you know, 500 places today, you know, doing what they was doing for me. He was doing in other locations as well. He said, me going there, man, places be smelling like piss. You be smelling like dog. He said, people are dirty, man. People are really, really dirty. You never know what's going on behind closed doors, man. But you'll smell it in the elevator. You ever been next to somebody who smell like dirty clothes? Well, you better next to smell somebody who smell like mildew because they don't use a clean rag. They use the same rag every day and they smell like mildew, but they don't smell it. And that's what I told them. I said, you know, after a certain amount of time, in fact, they had the Febreze commercial. Remember they had the commercial and it was like, this is what this really smells like. The family came in and said, man, you know, they had like fish in the thing. They're like, this is what your place smell like. But the person who lived there never smelled it. They don't smell the pissy dog. They don't smell the dog urinating all over the place or the cat urinating. They don't smell that. They don't smell roaches. They don't smell that. They don't smell dirty clothes. They don't, no. And that is really a shame, man. Cleanliness is next to godliness. You know where I stand. You know what I mean? I'm trying to be as close as I can. I'm definitely trying to get close doing this. So, Yeah, it really surprised me that he said people are really, really dirty. Well, I'm not like that. So when a woman meets me and she comes into my place and she see how I'm rolling, she said, oh my goodness. But then the back of her head, she's like, this dude is too clean. Can't tell him to keep the house clean if he already keeping the house clean. Can't tell him to wash his funky ass if he already smelling good all the time. I can't tell him to clean the bathroom if the bathroom is meticulously clean with Lysol sprayed on the reel all day long. I can't tell him to wash this because dude, he washed the dish before he can even finish using the dish. I can't tell him that. Women are threatened by dudes in position of money, in position of power, and in position of intellect. The women who are not, the women who can hang with that, the women who are on the same length of that is usually something else. It may be sexual, it may be something else. I'm just throwing it out there. I mean, y'all can both be on the same page. You both smell good, you look good, you do this, you do that, you do this, blah, blah, blah. But then all of a sudden it's like, but we don't get down in the sack enough. You know what I mean? I had broke about a relationship, man. The sister, you know, it was a bad look. It was really a bad look of mine, and I still regret it to this day. And the sister, how it went down, I really regret it. And that sister said to me one day, she was like, you know, you ain't have a suit until you met me. And she was absolutely right. Because in the other two relationships before I met her, all I did was came home, watched kids that weren't mine, took off my uniform that I drove a train in, and just, bam, I might went out and played some ball or something. That's about it. I didn't get dressed every day like I do now when I come home, make sure I put on something clean, and I get dressed, and I go out and I do some business. You know what I mean? Why you gotta get dressed every day? Why you gotta get dressed? Because I'm out trying to meet new people. The best way to meet new people is in a position of, I'll just say, styling. I'm a musician. I'm a producer. I'm a business owner. I never know who I'm going to meet. But I can tell you right now, I can go into a store and have a guy pull out a Rolex and put it on my arm, and I can walk around that store and he won't say anything. I can walk to a car dealership and say, look, let me drive, because y'all know I'm a Beamer guy, let me drive the 650. No problem, Mr. Holloman. Come on. Give me your license. Let's go. See, I learned the way to get, not to get things, not even to manipulate people to get them to do what you want to do. You know, you just want to do it, but people will respect you more in your presentation and also in your vernacular, the way you present yourself. You have to be articulate. Don't try to use too many words. Don't try to be too articulate, but you say just enough to let them know that you're educated enough to know better and how to carry on the conversation. So you, while you're in the car driving that $90,000, $100,000 piece, you're having an interesting conversation. Whether you're talking about something else, you be, oh my goodness, this thing is banging. Yeah, so by the way, man, what do you think about the Civil War? I don't know. Whatever you want to talk about. You get more respect, more attention when you dress. I mean, now, if you want to go out like a hip-hop star, but see, that's the thing about where I stand with this. Most people, and I'll say our people, will not respect the guy who's working, who's trying to do good, and trying to do positive things. They will pay attention more to the hook and crooks. They'll pay more attention to the drug dealers who walk around with chains and all that stuff. They'll give them more respect than they'll give somebody like me, who works every day, gets up every day, goes to work, works overtime on the real, making money, still doing music, still doing what I do. I won't get much respect as somebody who don't went to jail. Put Beanie Siegel in here, right? If we do a webcast right now and say, okay, and right now we have Raj in the house tonight and got my man Beanie Siegel in here. Or whatever, a rapper, a famous rapper. You know what I mean? But he ain't really quite right. You know, he might have gotten a little trouble or whatever. But I'm talking about Philly, so I got Cassidy. You know, he been in a little trouble. I'm talking Philly boy, Meek Mills, whatever. We sitting out here, we grinding. I'm dressed like this, he dressed in his chains, gold chains, whatever. I bet you if I had people call in and wanted to ask questions, I bet you wouldn't ask me a damn thing. They'd be worried about what Meek Mill's got, which is something that they'll never get. They'll never get a freaking platinum chain with diamonds studded all over there. But you can get this. You can get this thrift store shirt. Now the cardigan was from Bloomingdale's, and the towels from Bloomingdale's too. That's different. And the watch was from Jared. But that comes with credit. See, the thing about it is, he's not going to have credit. Nor is he going to be able to have a retirement. So, but you don't care about retirement. Now I'm talking about people in general. You're not going to care about retirement. You're not going to say, well, Raj, what do you think about a 401k? What do you think about 401k? What do you think about retirement? Should I do a 457? What do you think about that? How long you been working at your job? You know what I mean? How did you get into doing fragrance? It's like, no, they want to know how the homeboy, how many millions he done made, where you get that gold chain from, where you get that platinum chain from, you know, how many chicks you done knocked off for the dudes, and the women's, how can I get your number, come down there and, you know, give you some brain. So, this video is to let folk know more about me on a personal level. And I've told you more about me. I've done so many videos, it's unbelievable. But you know what I do. When it comes to women, you know what I do. You know what this is. Am I looking to get involved in another relationship? Sure I am. Because the ball keeps rolling. Look here, life is short, life is precious. If I can find a woman who's interested in being entrepreneurial, enterprising, that, you know, they want to do what they want to do them. They don't want to do their children. They want to do them. Because I want somebody who's not going to live through their children. In other words, because their children ain't doing nothing, you know, they want to try to do something for their children, I guess. I don't know. How you live precariously to your children? Or it's almost like, you know, yeah, you, like I got a boy here, football dude. You know, now first he was a singer. But now he want to coach football because the singing thing didn't go down too well for him. So now he's coaching football and he's doing pretty well, I think. He's moving up, now he's coaching, coach there. But he was living vicariously through his son first because he was never a football player. So now you throw your son out there and now he's a football player. A woman who has a beautiful daughter. You know, like the ones who be pedophiling their daughters on them little shows. The little shows having their daughters wearing freaking, what you call them, having pedophiles looking at their kids. Don't know pedophiles in the audience. Looking at their little kids dressed up with sexy stuff on and prancing around because they don't look like nothing. But the children, while the children is cute, because see, when they was cute, when they was children, they probably look nice. But now that they're old and 45, 50 years old and they gained like 50,000 pounds and, you know, they got wrinkles and everything, now they want to live vicariously through their poor little daughters who they pedophiling out in front of people, and they wondering why their little daughter, you know, why little children are getting raped. Why teenagers are getting raped. Why TV is provoking that. See, a woman that I talk to has to have a mindset like that. I want a woman who is a free thinker. A woman who can talk about any subject. Not just a hood girl, but a woman who has intellect. A woman who can talk about anything, can look at anything, can look at a documentary, a comedy, a drama, whatever. You can look at everything. You can talk about political. You can go political. You can talk about politics all day long. You can talk about, you know, being an independent. What it's like to be independent. You can talk about being agnostic as far as the religion. You know, whatever you want to talk about. Because I have a broad mind, I have a broad scope. So, this is not a dating video. This is just a video letting the bros know, look, if you ain't got nothing going for yourself, cuz your crib looking dirty, you stink, you ain't got it on point, you ain't brushing your teeth, man, you ain't dressing yourself well, then you're gonna get what you get. If you want to move into a woman's house instead of having your own place, that's what you get. You want to drive around in the beater. Now see, I don't have no problem with a car because I was thinking about edging down on the car and not really doing another Beamer, but look like they're trying to get me out of my lease early, so I gotta take delivery before March. So like I may be getting into another Beamer pretty soon, instead of having to wait until August. So yeah, I mean, you know, drive what you want to drive. It's a respectable, clean car you have. It's insured. Don't drive around with a car. This guy at my job, he got a car, he got a big ass dent in it. But he drive it joint around like it's all that, but you got a big ass dent. Don't you have insurance? Don't be a bum. If you have insurance, and it was your fault, get your car fixed. Don't drive around with a dent in your car. I mean, do something. I mean, come on, man. Look, women are always crying, especially black women. There ain't enough black men in the world that is right. So they settling. All the pretty women don't have to settle because the pretty women are going to attract men anyway. But see, the pretty women attract the pretty men. And the pretty men are the dudes who know they can get any woman they want. So now you got a conflict of interest. Because now he going to be like trying to make a frunkin' foul. Yo, take all that off. No, I don't want you wearing that no more. You know what I mean? Because, you know, but when you met her, the ass was popping out. Boobs popping out. She had boobs, whatever. She was looking good. She had that tight thing on. Now y'all together. After 2 months, now you trying to tell her, no, you got to take that off. I ain't feeling that. You can't do that. But what you can do is make sure you stand on top of your thing and keeping your thing right. Keeping your game proper. Keeping your thing in pocket. Don't talk crap if you can't back your crap up. Don't start doing videos. Don't start doing, man, you know what upsets me is that I noticed a lot of people I'm a leader, I'm not a follower. I don't do that. Now I'll follow into a game, but then I'll try to take it to another level. I was telling people how when I got into the fragrance game, nobody knew me. I was calling cages where I stored my fragrances. Then nobody even talking about cages. Everybody, then all of a sudden I started saying, oh yeah, cages. Now all of a sudden everybody getting cages, but ain't nobody saying, man, good look out, Raj. Good look out, man. Cause they Jones was sitting, everybody fragrances, they had 5,000 fragrances sitting on top of the desk. That's where their fragrances was sitting. But when I came into the game last year, and I bought my first joint, and then I bought the second, and I put it up, and I put the presentation in there, now I got my watch winder in there, whatever. Now everybody wasn't caged, but ain't nobody saying, yo, Raj, good look. See, that's how that goes. That's how that goes. You see what I'm saying? I'm just saying. So if you're going to follow, you must acknowledge. When I came into the game by fragrances, I still acknowledge dudes who put me down with the fragrance game. So don't jump into the video game now like, you authority or whatever, you're doing little videos, because I've been doing little videos for about the last 6 months now. Now you want to come into the game doing little videos and whatever, you know what I mean? Yo, give props, man. Don't do that. Don't even do that. That's not even cool. Now, I keep it real with you. I ain't going to mention your name. I'm like, yo, where did that come from? I ain't never seen a video. All of a sudden, here come a video popping up about da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Well, I talked about that last week. And you coming up with a video, cuz? And you ain't give me no prop on that? I don't need your prop. I don't need your acknowledgement because I already know I'm the leader on that. I already knew I made that happen. I already knew I made this cage thing happen. I already knew my vernacular when it comes to, when I talk my hood stuff, when I'm hooding with y'all doing my videos. You know what I'm saying? I can do that. Call my watches time tellers. Call my fragrances smell goods. Call my shoes toe houses. You know what I mean? Call these clothes linens. I used to call them arm protectors. Whatever. I changed the game. I be trying to, come on, man. Don't do that. Don't fake the game out. And again, don't forget, and I'll get back to you, the women thing in a minute. You can't buy a $300 fragrance to be wearing a $200 outfit. Alright? Let's keep it real now. It's time for you to step your game up. That's what I did. I got tired of doing the fragrances, now into fashion. I went into watches. I went into talk about politics. I went into talk about controversy. I went into having views, my viewpoint, or what I thought about certain Martha 21 or Athos, and different things that's going on in the world right now. Ebola, the population control agenda. I'm on that. I'm all on that. You can't have a $300 fragrance and not be on all that. Step up your game or get out the game. Because I ain't going to feel you. Dude, I see you moved out of your kitchen. Even though you still got 15,500 subscribers. I see you moved out your kitchen now. And now you done found you a nice little place to kind of do your videos now. Thank you very much. I got tired of looking at your stove and your bed at the same time. And I still don't know how you went from 1,000 subscribers to 15,000 in 3 weeks. Anyway, all you other perpetrators out there in the fragrance groups, you know who you are. Stop perpetrating, y'all. I ain't trying to hear that. Now back to the sisters. Look, sisters. keep it real, stay in your lane. If you know that dude, if you wanna slave a dude up, just tell me what's up, baby. I'm gonna take care of you. Say that. Don't front and act like dude is something that he ain't. Just tell me, yo, all right, baby, you might find a dude who down like that. Go ahead, baby, go. You know, I know you ain't got no job right now, but right now, you know, you can do what you want. I'll take care of you. Just make sure you drop me off, pick me up. Do your baby boy thing. Or, all right, look, my kids are grown. They're going to be staying in the house for a little while, you know what I mean, until they get themselves together, you know what I mean? So, but don't forget, though, I still got your back, baby. I'm going to be with you. You know what I mean? Because, you know, they're going to be on their own eventually. They're going to do their thing. So it's all about me and you for the future. If there's anything other than that, then you know, you let that person know. No, I'm gonna take care of them till they 50. Okay, I'm gonna do that, and you know, then you just gonna be on the back burner. I get at you when I get a chance, but they're gonna come first. Well, you gotta let a person know that. All right. Then you have a person that, all right, cool. Look here. Da. We have a business agreement. That's how we do it. But then you know, you might change your mind, decide, no, we're gonna do that because for the betterment of the deal, I gotta leave you out of that. You know what I mean? But well, let me know that. Women, you want to get with me? Let me know what's up. That's all you got to do. If you can't deal with music, can't do what I do, my presence on YouTube, my presence on Facebook, being an artist, being a producer, having to travel from time to time, do New York, do sessions for people. If you can't put up with that, then just, if you just want to stop by from time to time, holler at your boy, you just want to have them kind of relationships, then I don't know if I'm interested in that right now. I'm trying to keep my thing heavenly. But I ain't saying, you know, but I'm just saying. I keep myself separated from the foolishness. So I don't want to get caught up in nothing, you know what I mean? I don't want to get caught up in no sexual thing. And, you know, we get down on some old, you know, we drank a little bit too much, but, you know, we had the hots for each other. Then something went down. Now I got to be your boyfriend. Not doing it. Not doing it, all right? Look, just keep it real. Not just with me, but with any man. Dudes, keep it real with your girl. Let her know what you're really about. If you want to sling drugs or whatever, and that's how you getting your money, let her know. Yo, baby, look, I ain't really got no job. I'm working the corner. Got a couple homeboys on the corner. I do deliveries. Whatever you do, let them know. Let people know what you do. Women, all right, if you got a little issue with your health or something, let a brother know. Now let them know you got a little high blood pressure, whatever, you know what I mean? You're going to be having some maraca shakers around. You know, from time to time. You need to take care of yourself. Let a man know that. Nobody want to find out about that later. You know, I don't want to find out you have something major later. Because now you're like, well, you know, you still love me anyway. That's like Jerry Springer and the dude finding out that the girl's really a dude. She was like, well, I was going to tell you, but, you know, you still love me, don't you? You said you love me, but I loved you, but I didn't know you was a dude. Yeah, I love you, but I didn't know you was working with a major ailment. But if you had told me that to begin with, I would be ready for that. Like I would tell you, look, I'm going through this right now, you know, gotta let you know. I'm a vegetarian. I'm not going to eat pork and beef with you. I don't want you cooking it around me. If you do, I'm just going to go to another room and close the door and put air fresheners up in incense. I can't stand the smell of beef or pork. But I'll let you know that. I'm not going to come out the blue while you cooking. Yo, what you doing? Why you cooking? I ain't going to do that. Let me know if you eating beef or pork. Look, I can go on all day long. All I'm saying is keep it real with each other and everybody be fine. It doesn't guarantee longevity in your relationships. It doesn't guarantee anything. But somehow, some way, it may help you get through some things. Black folks don't like counselors. You need to take your ass to some counselors from time to time. Stop thinking you can do it yourself. Stop thinking you self-medicate by drinking alcohol or doing other things, you know what I mean? And doing stuff that's detrimental to your health. Like sleeping with a lot of people, whatever. That doesn't do it either. Just go talk to a psychiatrist. You don't have to let anybody know. Or a psychologist, whatever you need to do. Talk to someone, not your friend who's in the same condition you are, so y'all can just grind and get nothing done. I gotta go, man. I got a minute left on this camera. RaJuR deep cool, man. Look here. Separate yourself from the foolishness. Keep it pushing. If you find the right person, you don't. I tell women all the time, including myself, you may be by yourself for the rest. Is what it is, man. But you keep it pushing and you keep it heavenly. Holla at your boy. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. I got to go. I got to bounce. I got to turn this camera off on the back. Hope you enjoyed the music from the Real Deep Cool CD. RaJuR Deep Cool on the web. Cool with a K. RaJuR. I'm out.